Hello cat people! How are you today? I am Catlady Antigoni and today we are doing a chitty chatty tutorial with duochrome and glitter! As you probably can see, I have already finished with my eyeshadow base. Was this on purpose? No. So listen here, I had a problem with my audio, so I had to refilm the whole thing again. Fortunately, it was only the eyeshadow base, which I'm gonna say that it is the cream camouflage from Aden Cosmetics, and I'm looking forward to finish it because I cannot really use it as a concealer right now because I have a lot of concealer that I'm testing and I cannot have another one because they will go bad. They are cream products, so I try to use it as much as possible as an eyeshadow base. I'm not very happy with it, but I'm gonna finish it anyway. The first palette that I'm gonna use today is the collaboration that Aden has done with Angelica Nyqvist. I don't know if it is still available, to be honest. Anyway, from this palette I'm gonna start with the color Rebirth right here. It's a very nice yellowish beige, and I think that with what I have in my mind, this is the perfect transition color. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you think that my hair is kind of wet, yeah, you're right, my hair is wet because I just finished my shower and I was so excited to start with this video, so I didn't want to wait until my hair is fully dry to start. So here we are. Hopefully they will be dry before I end, because then I would like to film something else, which is not very proper with wet hair, but I also don't use hair dryer because I think that it destroys the hair a lot and I cannot afford having more destroyed hair than I already have. Like, my hair are kind of okay, but since I'm bleaching it a lot, I don't want extra damage, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna go again at the same palette and I'm gonna choose the shade which is called Underworld, and I'm gonna apply it right under the first color, so around here, but very carefully to try not to touch the front part of my eye. Basically, this video is one of those videos that tries to inspire you to shop your own stash, although that I'm not showing the full procedure again, but hopefully this is the message that I want you to receive, that you don't need to buy any more palettes, that you can do stuff with things that you already own, and this can be also fun. Now, remaining to the same brand, Aden, but changing the palette. This time I'm gonna go with the palette Ut, and from this palette I'm gonna take this grungy green, which is called Nostalgia. I don't know if I have done a tutorial for my YouTube channel with this palette. I don't think so, that's a great idea. If you're interested in a more grungy green look, I can happily create a tutorial for this palette because I find it so inspiring. And you know, the main reason that I find this palette so inspiring is because I don't use these colors so often. To me, it's something completely outside of my routine or the colors that I think that they are fitting to my, you know, skin tone, skin undertone and stuff like that. So when I saw it, I said, yeah, that's a palette for me to try to experiment a little bit more, to try to discover some makeup corners that I've never been there. And let me tell you, this happened, and I love this palette so much. The quality is very good, as you can see, and I would be very happy to create a tutorial with this now that I'm thinking. We are stepping to my favorite part of the video, the part that we will use the duochrome, but first we need some preparation. So I'm taking the Fix Potion from Carla Cosmetics in order to prepare a very nice cut crease, and the reason that I'm not applying directly is because I want to do justice to the duochrome. By the way, this is something that I'm using for the first time. I'm not using the brand for the first time. It's not something that I bought recently, but I haven't used this specific eyeshadow. And I'm talking about a duochrome that I have bought from Glam Shop and I never used it for some reason. It's this one right here. I'm gonna swatch it later for you. It is called Purple Chakra, yes, and it's a very nice blue to purple, and I think that with the already grungy eye that we have created, it's gonna make an amazing combo. But let's start with the base because I'm talking a lot and I'm not doing a lot, and that's always a bad thing. After I finished with my base, I'm taking my duochrome. I'm taking a very small brush from BH Cosmetics, the BB. 209 and I'm ready to try it. I'm so excited. It looks so beautiful. And oh my god, let's see. Wow! Wow, can you see the shift? I'm gonna swatch it on my hand because I feel that you cannot see it in its full glory here. And I really wanna make justice to this amazing eyeshadow. Alright, are you ready to see us watch from this amazing color? Because I'm ready to have one right now. Well, I think that the whole eye look is very beautiful the way it is, but I think that I'm missing a connection point between the duochrome and the green. Plus, I'm dying to use one more color from this palette, so I'm thinking to try Luxury, which is a very nice metallic green, and I'm gonna go where my duochrome ends and tap a little bit in order to create a smoother transition. Next step is to highlight under the eyebrow. Now, I'm taking again Hela, and from this palette, I'm gonna choose the eyeshadow which is called double-sided, this one which is also a duochrome. I'm gonna take a small brush, I'm gonna spray it a little bit, and let's go! You know, an ideal situation for me is to include some glitter to absolute each one of my makeup looks. However, this is not always possible, but actually for today's makeup this is possible. So, step number 1, I'm gonna take again the Fix Potion from Carla, and then I'm gonna use this glitter, which unfortunately does not have a name, but it is from an indie brand from UK, which is called Pop and Glow, and it's a very beautiful mix of pink, blue and some golden glitter, and I feel that this is ideal for this look. Now let's start with Carla, and I'm gonna take this, which is not actually a brush, this is a nail tool. I have no idea how is it called, I don't do nails and I don't plan to start nails soon. So I'm taking this and I'm going here on top of my crease to create a new design. I added some black eye pencil at my waterline, specifically from NYX Professional Makeup, the Black Metal, and now I will do the bottom part of my eye. First of all, I'm gonna start again with my small palette and I'm gonna take the shade Nostalgia again in order to have a very nice and dark grungy green base, and then I'm gonna blend it out in Hela's eyeshadow Underworld. So basically the idea is to start with a very nice grungy green and blend it out into a yellow. Now that I finished with my eyes, I'm planning to turn off the camera a little bit, fix the rest of my face, fix my hair a little bit since they're perfectly dry right now, and then I will come back for some last impressions. And now it's time for the Greek word of the day. Today I used a lot the color Nostalgia from this small cute palette, and that's why I would like to tell you the word nostalgia in Greek. Actually, this is a Greek word, so it's so similar and so easy for you to learn. In Greek we say nostalgia. Say with me, nostalgia. As always, I'm gonna ask you to try to write a comment down below using the word nostalgia, or tell me the word in your own native language. The last thing that I need to do for today's makeup is to fix my lips. For today, I decided to use a combination of 3 products. First of all, I'm planning to use this lip pencil from Wycon in the shade 27 Violet Pink, and then on top, I'm gonna use from Jordana the Sweet Cream Matte Lip Color in the shade 25 Sugarberry Crumble. Unfortunately, Jordana has been out of business, so I don't know if you can find it. If you live in Scandinavia, I personally found it at Lyko, so if you live in Scandinavia, just go there and search. I think that this specific one is still in stock. And then on top, I'm planning to use this lip gloss. Actually, I cannot tell you a lot about this because a company sent it to me to try it. They haven't been released it yet, so I'm not gonna say a lot. All I'm gonna say is that it's a very great lip gloss. I have used it 2-3 times before. It has glitter and I think that it's ideal for today's makeup. And And that was it. This was our video for today. I would love to see you in the comments, and specifically, I would love if you answer a question here. Have you ever bought a palette that you didn't felt very inspired by the color scheme, but then you said, I would like to play a little bit more and experiment with this color scheme like I did, and this palette actually became one of your favorites? Yeah? Am I alone here? Have you ever done this? Anyway, thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you a lot. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. My name everywhere is Catlady Antigoni, so I would love to see you there as well. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial with the Duochrome, and see you next time with a more chitty chatty video. Until then, bye bye!